Hey everyone, and welcome to July Sun Tarot, or welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. My name is Kimberly. Super excited for you guys to be here, and thank you so much for the love and support. So let's get into today's topic. Today we're talking about who's coming toward you in love. This is for my singles, regardless if you're in a situationship. You know, single as in you are not in an exclusive relationship, so we're figuring out who is stepping up and coming towards you in some sort of love offer or action. Those of you that are completely single and have no one in mind, this might be future energy that we're picking up on for your reading. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see what details come out for you. We are going to use a different tarot deck for each of the readings, and we have a few oracle decks, more than a few actually, and some advice. Feel free to check the description if you want to know the details of what decks are being used for your reading. That being said, if this sounds like a good plan, then welcome. So let's get into the pile selection. If you do know which pile or crystal is already attracting your attention, the timestamps are pinned to the comments or in the description. So feel free to jump ahead. Those of you that are ready for the pile selection, let's get into it. So for pile 1, we have this lapis lazuli crystal. And for your reading today, pile 1, we will be using the stained glass tarot deck. So the stained glass tarot deck with the lapis lazuli crystal for pile 1. Pile 2, we have this Euperlite. Oh, I caught it. There was a safety net, my hand. All right, pile 2, and with the Euperlite, we also have the Tarot of the Abyss that we will be using for your reading today. So the Tarot of the Abyss with the Euperlite crystal or rock, however you want to label. For pile 3, we have this opalite, excuse me. I believe it's it's a type of glass, I think, opalite. And we will be using the anime tarot deck for your reading today. Pile 3. So the anime tarot deck with the opalite crystal, however you want to label it. All right, guys. Feel free to pause at this time if you need a moment to check in with the energy. Who is coming towards you in love. My intention is hopefully to capture new energy, but I can't promise you that because, again, I'm not sure what's going to come through for you guys today. So regardless, my singles, we're going to figure out what's going on and who's coming towards you. So if you are ready, I will meet you over there. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading today. If you chose the lapis lazuli and or the stained glass, then you're at the right place. So we are asking about who is coming towards you in love, in the love department. What is coming next? Who's on their way? Is it someone you already know or is it someone brand new? We're going to keep it open, but technically you are single and I'm excited to see what messages come through for you. So thank you so much, Spirit, of course, for coming through for the collective energy with light and love and the best messages that pile one needs to see in regards to their love life. Could we please see some details of who is coming toward pile one? Spirit, thank you so much. Okay. Spirit, who's coming toward pile one? Who's coming toward pile one, Spirit? What do we need to see? The devil. Oh, goodness. Okay, strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride. But we have the devil coming through. This is Capricorn energy, card number 15. We have the magician coming through as well, card number 1, Virgo. So some earth coming through. An upright, 2 of cups. Again, when it falls sideways, guys, I usually take it upright. This is already very interesting. And it feels very promising. Aw, 6 of cups. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest. This is an indicator that this is someone you might already know. It could be someone that's coming back in that you haven't spoke to in a long time, that really never moved on. So if you do not want to hear from a past person, this might not be your reading today, guys. But let's see. Let's see what else, Spirit. And all of it is coming up right. We got the star. Ooh, coming through for the devil. The star is card number 17, Aquarius energy. Guys, we have a lot of powerful cards out on the table. 3 major arcana, the 2 of cups, and the 6 of cups. What else, Spirit? What do we need to see? Who's coming toward pile 1? Temperance in the reversal. Okay. Again, another major arcana. Card number 14, Sagittarius. You know, we're getting water sign. Water energy could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have a little bit of fire energy, air, and earth. So we kind of have it all. The Ace of Pentacles in the reversal, coming through with the 2 of Cups. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reversal. 4 of Wands in the reverse, guys. Okay. You know, this might be just in the collective right now. And if this doesn't sound like your reading, please feel free to choose, or I should say, because this might very well be your reading, but if you do not want to hear about this person or someone specific that's coming towards you, then choose another reading. This is someone you already know. They are circulating your energy field and they haven't left. Now, the funny thing is, the future is looking a little bit as though it's a big unknown. However, this person is coming through, guys. They are coming towards you. There's a little bit of addictive energy. With the devil coming out with the star, this feels as though this person could see you excessively in their dreamscape. Sorry, I got distracted by that engine that just drove through the neighborhood. And that could be the energy, that fire. You know, the star feels as though something is being reignited. Could also be a reunion or a new beginning, a representation of something that is being fulfilled. This person, though, if they're coming through as the devil energy, could feel a little... We're definitely going to have to get some clarifiers because it's the devil, but I'm getting a couple of messages. One of them is this person could have excessive thoughts about you and this connection. They could really be hyper-focusing on you in a addictive way. It's feeling where it's overtaking them in a way, but it's also because they are feeling good about it. So This could also feel a little bit in the passion sense where they may be really fantasizing about you in the physical way, having those fantasies, feeling like something is being reignited, um, like a burst. And again, that might feel a little, that feels, I feel like my mind is in the gutter, but that's just the energy I'm getting, guys. Like this person is is really, really almost going through like a rupture, some sort of rapture when it comes to you and your energy. And they aren't, I don't see any indicators, guys, of them leaving or walking away. However, with the Four of Wands in the reversal coming through at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Judgment, Five of Wands, excuse me, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It feels as though there might be some sort of disconnect currently. However, this person does still have very sweet feelings. I'm getting love. This person is realizing that they do love you. And it could be that they are incapable or they haven't been able to offer you some sort of commitment or fresh start in the romantic department where the future looked a little murky. You know, Ten of Pentacles is typically a feeling of, you know, things are going to work out in the end. There's security, there's safety. There is a feeling of building a, almost like building a dynasty, you know, having the security in the material world in the future. It could also represent family, you know, that safety, that commitment, that consistency that someone could give you in the future. It is in the reversal, but I am noticing the imagery of these two dogs, looks like Labradors, and what an alone man, alone master, almost giving the hermit vibes. And it's as though they may have at one point saw themselves alone in the future, but now it's in the reverse. So in my mind, I'm getting the message that this is actually a good sign because I feel like they are reestablishing the parameters of what they actually do want. And it looks like it's you. We have the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, guys. That can't get any more romantic, any more loving than these two cards, in my opinion. This person does have emotions for you, and it could be that they are discovering these emotions for the first time right now, or they've always felt this toward you. But we're seeing um, this cup that's being shared between both parties in both cards. I do believe that this person wants a balance, especially if there hasn't been. And we're going to get back to this area, but I just had to jump in over here because these cards are so powerful, guys. Let's not forget we also have major arcana, a lot of major arcana coming through. Well, I guess the four, that's half the cards. And then the other four are such powerful. I mean, okay, let me backpedal because all the cards in tarot are super powerful and meaningful. But if I'm looking at an ace and a Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, this is I guess I could say that this is a very powerful feeling that this person that's coming towards you has. And it could be mutual. This could be a representation of how you feel. Usually, when I get the Two of Cups, it does feel like most likely you are also reciprocating these emotions. I don't want to pretend that things aren't going smoothly because I do feel like you guys might be at a disconnect. Four of Wands does feel like you guys might not be in union. Take that as it fits, that That means that you're still single in the 3D. Judgment in reverse. There could have been a decision or someone's perspective was off. For example, if this person wasn't making an offer or wanting a new start, they could, even though they feel that you are their person, they may not have been ready at a certain point. I'm getting, though, that they are super hyper focused. And I do feel as though at this point, they are manifesting you. They know exactly what they want. This magician is staring at the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. It's that feeling that this person is going to move forward in your direction with purpose when they have all of the necessary tools at the ready. The magician is someone who knows how to take action because they are confident that they have the resources to figure it out and to get the results they want. When it's in the reversal, that might mean that they are missing something or they're not ready. So I do feel as though that this person is starting to feel ready, or this is what they're hyper focusing on in this, what seems like a disconnect. It could also leave their emotions, you know, which is where the devil energy could be, overwhelming. They could feel very addictive. It could feel very excessive. And honestly, guys, even if it's sweet and beautiful and loving, anything in excess is just not going to be good for you or for them. So I do feel like they're trying to balance things out because it's coming through as a wave of passion and emotion, especially if you two have history. I do feel for some of you, you could already be headed toward a commitment with this person if you are, but no, I do feel like a lot of you have had like some sort of disconnect. I want to get into this devil because with the star coming through, it just it just feels very like addictive energy more so than anything else. And I am getting the imagery of spirit. Gosh, I mean, I know it's not just me, my mind in the gutter, because sometimes spirit too. But the imagery I'm getting is this person is in the middle of the night, excessively might be uh having passionate encounters with themselves when they're thinking about you. That's the nicest way I could put it, but take that as a compliment. But either way, it's feeling a little excessive at this point because it's not grounded in the 3D, and that could feel insatiable because it's not the real person, it's not the real thing, it's their imagination. But let's see. Why is the devil here, spirit? Who is coming toward pile one? Six of Wands. There may have been a lot of failures between the both of you. And this is what this person could really be obsessing over as well when they're thinking about moving forward in your direction. Because again, we're asking who's coming towards you in love. This person not only is in love, but they are coming towards you. So then the question is, why is the devil here, right? It could also be that they are feeling a little bit of doubt. They could really be thinking about what they've done in the past, whether it was whether they sabotage this connection or not. Why is the devil here? The Empress. Oh gosh, guys. Whether you're male or female, if you're coming up as the Empress to clarify the devil and the star, it's exactly the energy I'm getting. They are obsessed with you, and not in the stalker, legal sense where you have to put a restraining order, but it's the energy. It's as though they are excessively like you're the person. And again, the Empress is gorgeous, sensual, just a sight to behold. Like if you're going to fantasize about someone, it's going to be the Empress, you know? And they may have had some failures and they may have disappointed you. For some of you, I'm also getting that they may think that if they move forward in your way, that they may not be good enough, or that you might not reciprocate. Get one more. Five of Swords, conflict. Okay, so I'm getting more so of the energy of the past, especially with the Six of Cups, because you guys have dealt with this person already. And this could be someone that you're dealing with for a while. This could be someone that you've, literally, it could be someone from childhood, or that you just have a lot of years, you know. And this could also just be someone coming in from the past that you haven't seen from it or heard of in a long time. Again, it might look differently for all of you, but it's someone that you already know. That's for sure. And I do believe that in their mind, they may not have had success. And that could be what they're hyper focusing on, because they see you as the best person. And honestly, guys, with the Two of Cups, they feel you might be their soulmate. Now, if this is a twin situation, for example, and you've got a spiritual connection, a twin flame, that could be for some of you. And this person is coming around, because we did get, Four of Wands earlier. And if they are coming around, they could look at you as a soulmate, even though you're not soulmates. Okay. Because that's how far in your development you've got. You could really be working on yourself in your single independent lifestyle right now. Even if you are dealing with someone, you've got a long way. You've come through a long journey. And I do believe that you and this person have had some conflict, some disappointments, some letdowns, and some failures. But I don't believe that you and this person ever grounded this, because I'm not really getting breakup energy, just more so where you guys have really are developing some sort of bond, but you both are not, or this person hasn't offered it in the past. Okay. Well, let's see. I want to get one more, and then we're going to move on, because we do have a lot to get through today. Knight of Cups. Gosh, they might be struggling in the finance or professional world for some of them, because it looks like what they want to offer you is love, emotion, and all of that good stuff. But something about earth energy, they could also be hesitant to commit right away, even though they are feeling these strong emotions for you. Two of Wands, but they know exactly what they want. And that's why they're showing up in this reading, guys, because this person is coming. If they're not here already, I mean, you know this person. And whatever's happening right now, they are looking at you with stars in their eyes. And they may even feel that they're ready, even if they may not be. Regardless, though, they're making a move. So we have two animal decks, but I'm not going to use both of them. Yes, that was the intent. So we're starting with messages from Animal Spirit, guys. What animal does this person represent, Spirit? Who is coming toward Hell One? Bottom of the deck, Condor, air, someone's circulating your perimeter. I always get that type of energy. Someone's watching you. All right, let's shuffle this. I do want to see what came out. Mountain Goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Mountain Goat. someone that is ready and willing to face the challenges. It's like the idea of going up the mountain to get to the top. And that could be really challenging. You could be out of breath, you could be out of shape, but the person is still going to try and I think that's the energy that this person is solidifying their own strength, tempering and balancing what they need to balance in order to come forward, because you are the star, you are the empress, you are the two of cups, you're their six of cups. But are they ready? And do they have, it's almost as though they're attaching to negative outcome. It could just be that type of thinker. I didn't want two, guys. I just wanted one. Okay. Ooh, links, secrets, card number 2. Getting a lot of 2s. Now, secrets, take it as it resonates. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Wolverine and fierceness, the strength that I'm feeling, and them watching you is kind of like the bottom of the deck energy. But links, secrets, that does feel like the devil, to go back to the devil energy, where this person might not even be communicating any of this to you guys. This is their energy though, and it's growing and it's feeling addictive and it's feeling like an eruption is happening, not just one, but multiple. Take that as it fits. And even in this card, it feels like a little bit of an eruption in the back of the Sphinx. The claws are holding on to the crystal ball. I'm getting the energy that this person is now starting to see a different future of what could be. Whereas in the past, they may have thought, I'm going to be alone, maybe with their animals. But they're going to be secure, right? But right now they might not feel secure, because this might be a new feeling for them to think differently about their future. So that could be where also the devil energy comes in. They're negative. I'm getting a little bit, some of them do have this, it's like the feeling of they have hope, but they're the type of person that used to or is comfortable sitting in worst case scenario type of thinking. So even this person's mindset is feeling like it's evolving because of you. Okay, we're going to get into place and then we're going to get into time. When is this person coming in, Spirit? Where? Any indicators of where? Any place we need to see? Oh my God. Reminds me of the devil. One more. I love this deck. It's so cool. Okay. Scorching lands. Blazing sun and deserts, searing heat, parched earth. Guys, if that's not fire, I don't know what is. But you might be feeling it too. It depends on what type of connection this is. And even if it's not one of those labeled connections, it could still feel very passionate. Look at the longing of this person in the window. This could represent home, where this person who's coming towards you, it could be messages that you receive when you're home. It could also be the current energy of how this person is reflecting. Also, is giving a city landscape, greenery. Someone might have a green thumb. Framed views, glass portal, window, sill. That could resonate, guys. I look out the window all the time. And then we have shopping mall. Look at how future-esque that looks. Variety of stores, shopping center. That could resonate. That could mean a lot. Where, I'm getting this person wants to look good for you. They might even be pushing themselves to get a new fit, or If this is a male, they might shave or figure things out. They might get a haircut. If this is a female, and gosh, I don't mean to stereotype genders, but you know what I mean. Like it could be someone that is getting a new outfit, a new fit. Whether you're male or female, you could be just wanting to be a little bit more if you end up meeting this person in public. So, bottom of the deck, bustling hub, social, lively activities, cultural melting pot. You guys might be meeting in public, but take that as it fits. I'm also getting city urban vibes with these cards. So, if you're not in the city, don't force that. It's just for some of you. Also, social, that could be a little bit of the energy. We're getting nightclub after that. But a little bit of the energy of there might be some sort of social happenstance, or you might run into this person in public at the local mall. It could also be at the market. So take that as it fits, guys. So let's see about time. What do we need to see, Spirit, with time for Pal 1? With this person who's coming toward them, because Pal 1, you already know this person. So if you haven't spoken to this person, then let's figure it out, Spirit. What do we need to see with time? How many cards do we need? Okay, we needed that many. More than a year. Now, don't get scared about that. But for some of you, this could have been you and this person's connection has already been more than a year that it's been going, you've been dealing with this person. It could also mean future. Look at how balanced the energy is between this couple with hands being held. Also, I'm seeing a wedding ring because um, for those of you that understand, for those of you that culturally speaking, when you have a wedding ring, it's usually on the left ring finger. So let's see what else we got. All right, we have festive season. Gosh, we're getting a lot about festivities. Okay, with bustling hub and then the mall, it does feel like a little bit of social, but the irony is look at how in the country we are in with the tractor in the field. So this could fit for a lot of you guys. Also, holidays, time sensitive. We are heading into spooky season, fall season with Halloween or, all of the festivities around fall season. So that could be the energy as well. All right. Or depending on when you view this, because it is a timeless, it could be any type of holiday season. It's worth waiting for. Okay. Use that to your assignment. Divine timing is at play. Okay. This is not surprising. And then we have morning. Sunrise, because it's the morning. Oh, beautiful. Another field. We're getting the juxtaposition between city and country, or, somewhere more in isolation, if anything. Okay, just the backgrounds of these. So it really, you could be in a city and find those spots. And again, me personally going through a spiritual awakening in a major city, it's even more important to meditate and to ground, because you're getting a lot of different energies. So I do feel like you or this person are going to be at a very peaceful, I'm getting peace, even if you are in a very public social arena in whatever sense. But I am also getting where you and this person might have a deeper connection without anyone. And if you are around people, you're going to feel like the only two people in the room. which could feel really magical. So on that note, I thought angel number, uh, advice messages, could be advice. It could just be more on who's coming towards you. Anything else we need to learn about that. So we're leaving it open, Spirit. Thank you so much for the beautiful messages. And pile one, if you don't want to hear from this person, you probably clicked off. But those of you that are knowing that this might be your person, even if you're not with this person currently, my advice is always to use discernment and always be present, always be at peace, so you know how to handle the energy when it does come in. And that's always going to be your choice as well. So let's see, Spirit. What do we need to see? What number? I wanted to get 2. Thank you, Spirit. 707, good luck at the bottom of the deck energy. And we're going to go straight into our cards. Ooh, 3s. 3s, guys. And guess what? 3s is the energy of Empress. Divine timing. Oh my God. Sudden challenges. So this could feel very aligned for this reading. So this must be aligned for you guys in some way. Sudden challenges could be the energy that you and this person faced a lot of. And, again, I'm also getting a message for some of you. A sudden challenge could be them coming back in. Like, how do you handle that? What are you going to do? So it's important for you to be in a good present state of mind so you know how to handle whatever challenges come in. It says divine intervention, sudden challenges, pleasant surprises, gut feeling. Guys, if that's not aligned, I don't know what is. It's also looking mirrored, 0330. I always get that energy of mirroring when I see numbers like that. So now we also have 3s, and it says divine timing, realistic and practical approach, goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation. I'm not going to read the messages, guys, but feel free to pause and read them or zoom in if you need to. But I'm more focused on the main message, and it is feeling as though this was divinely guided in some way. I'm getting that in your oracle a lot, strongly, I should say. And for a lot of you, this could be a spiritual connection. And it could be at the point now where this person wants to come in and show you or tell you in some way how they feel about you guys, because it's very strong. And I don't think they want to lose you. And they might be waiting for the perfect time. And if they come back in, it might be very suddenly, I'm getting it, and it might pose a challenge for you. Either way, Spirit is saying good luck. You got this. Okay. This is where we're going to leave your reading. And pile 1, if this person comes in, it's up to you if you want to remain single or move in the right direction with this person. Use your discernment with this person and their actions towards you, especially if there's been a lot of disappointments in the past. That being said, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I hope it made sense. Please let me know if it did, and hopefully I'll see you again. Take care. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Uberlight and or the Tarot of the Abyss, this is your reading then. And let's get into it. We're asking, ooh, wow, it's like a trick of the mind shuffling just now. But anyway, we're asking who's coming towards you in love. Technically, you're single, regardless of what you got going on, situationship, or there's someone in your energy field that you have your eye on. Regardless of that, we are tuning into the energy of who's coming towards you significantly with action steps in the love department. You know, who's next? Who is the next person you're going to be dealing with when it comes to love? Or I should say, who's coming towards you at this time? We also are going to get into time oracle and place oracle. And we do have a couple more oracles as well to kind of tune into the energy of this person. So we have a lot going on today. So without further ado, let's tune into that energy. Thank you so much, Spirit, of course, for being here today for the collective. May we get the best messages, the messages we need to see of who's coming toward pile 2 in love. Page of Swords. Maybe some communication. All right. Are we taking these or not, Spirit? I guess not, but let's get in. Let's begin. So, Spirit, who's coming toward pile 2 in love, Spirit? The Ace of Wands in the reversal. This is what it looks like upright. We have the Queen of Cups upright. Who's coming toward you, pile 2? We got the Page of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of court cards. We have the Three of Swords in the reversal. You could be dating. This feels like it could be the energy of you might have more than one person coming towards you. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse under the Ace of Wands. Whether you're male or female, oh my gosh, guys, you can't make this up. King of Swords now. Guys, almost every card right now is a court card except the Three of Swords. Wait a minute. We have the Three of Swords. Oh my God, guys. You know what? I noticed this months ago, the last time I used this deck. And I noticed for some odd reason, there are 2 cards, Three of Swords. So, but they're different. I'm not making this up, guys. We're gonna go with it. So we have the Three of Swords coming out twice, which might be very unique for this deck. And then we have the Five of Pentacles at the end of your reading with the Four of Swords. So here is the main message, and if it doesn't resonate, guys, please feel free to choose another reading. But I think those of you that are single and for this that chose pile 2, I think a lot of you are healing from something that could have been very significant for you, and you're learning. I think you're releasing something that might be very tricky. You also could be teeter-tottering between releasing it and hanging on to the anger, it's feeling annoyance, like you're annoyed. And it could be with someone specific. Though, let's get into all the court cards, because I think you are leaving yourself open, because part of you, I'm getting that you do feel that you've come a long way and you might be ready, or at least you might feel or think you're ready to start dating. I do feel like there's a few energies coming your way, guys. So even if you're not dating or actively dating, which could happen as well, you might still be receiving offers or some sort of energies in your day to day where it's making you pause. Like, oh, are they flirting with me? Are they a contender? You know, you're going to have those moments for some of you. But I do think a lot of you will be consciously deciding to move on. So let's get into this, guys. This is a lot to go through, okay? And I hope you're comfortable. I hope you have something to sip on. I just ordered Starbucks, and I know Starbucks, there's so many amazing cafes in the neighborhood, but of course I ordered Starbucks. But the reason why is they have some really good um, flavors. That being said, I hope you're comfortable. Let's get into it. Sorry, I went off on a detour. So, whether you're male or female, I just want to preface this again. These are just the energies. It doesn't matter if this is male, female. This is just the energies of more than one person. Okay? So we have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I'm getting that there is someone that could be coming towards you that might be excessively in a state of passion towards you. For example, they could be coming on very strong, and it might be too much. It might be too excessive. And Ace of Wands in the reversal is giving more so that it doesn't feel genuine, maybe, as far as like a really beautiful, passionate start. It's almost as though whoever's coming in over here, it's a person that it's almost as though they're on autopilot, because you might sense that this is their MO with others. You know, as though that this is their dating style, that they come in very strong and aggressive. And it might be turning you off. It could be that you are using discernment, even though you are keeping yourself open. I do feel like there's a few contenders though. So let's talk about that. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. You might have someone coming in making a consistent, stable offer. It could just be communication that's coming through in a very clear and precise way, where you could rely on this person to message you back. It feels as though you've established some sort of routine, or I would even say, not sure if a bond is being created. It's almost as though it is a person that is giving you effort, but it might be a little robotic. Okay, so that could be the energy I'm getting, where it's just, but here's the deal, even though they're being robotic, they're coming from a genuine place, and you might sense this. But I'm also getting that it could be triggering within you resistance, because this person might be coming through and showing you that they may want to take it to the next stage eventually. I mean, I'm getting as though someone in your field is very promising energy when it comes to commitment and stability, and going through the motions to taking it to the right step. But you might not be. I mean, I feel like you're the one that might be getting triggered from this energy currently, because it's producing memories or old feelings from the past of genuine hurt and pain. These are things that you might have thought you've healed, but it could be showing itself, or it could be, the light could be flashing on these feelings as soon as you get this type of energy coming your way. I'm also getting someone in your field. It could be the same person, but for those of you that are dating and might have a couple of energies, okay, take that as it fits. Now, for those of you that are completely single, this could be the near future, or whenever it is that you decide. And again, we are going to get into details of time and place when we get into the oracle. But I feel as though with the Four of Swords, that could indicate that you are taking a period of reflection before you start moving toward people, or at least entertaining different energies that might be coming through or might be in your energy field in some way. Again, it could be, someone from work. It could be someone that you notice at the gym. It could be someone that is coming into your field whenever you go to the grocery store. Like it could be a few people that you're noticing, even though you might not be actively searching or, actively engaging or seeking, I should say. We have the devil coming through as well at the bottom of the deck. Could feel that you yourself might be ready to have a passionate encounter, but someone that's coming in too aggressive might not be what you're looking for. But it could also be that you could be stuck in the past for some of you, especially because we got Three of Swords coming through twice. Now, we did get one of them coming in the reversal. Like I said, I feel like it is going back and forth between you feeling healed and ready to move on, and then also you feeling potentially stuck and feeling that it's hard to let go. That could be where the devil energy is coming through in your subconscious, because it is coming at the bottom of the deck, under the Four of Swords. So again, this feels more so that, this could be something that you're not even aware of, but hopefully you're, with these messages today in this reading, you might be aware of these feelings brewing again when someone or some sort of situation triggers that within you. So then the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to receive? Okay? Because we are asking who's coming toward you in love. Seems to be more than one person. And it might be some quality candidates. I'm also getting someone that might have some strong emotions for you. Again, whether it's male or female. It could be that they are, you could sense that they have emotions for you, even if they're not being loud and obnoxious over it. I'm also getting an energy of King of Swords, someone being very communicative and following like almost like guidelines when it comes to communicating with you. So I don't think it's one person though, I'm going to be honest. So again, some of you could be having a few things going on, or this could be what you are going to start feeling in your energy zone if you're not having anyone right now in your field. I'm also getting a strong message that some of you might be weighing whether or not you are ready to date, for example, or to keep yourself open or to move on from whatever this heartbreak was. And it could be that you are potentially emotionally unavailable, or you could be the one that is a little bit in the hot cold energy. So, something to pause and reflect on. And I think that's kind of what you're doing right now. And there could be a lot of things that you are shuffling through in your mind, in your ego. So, are you ready or not? That that might, that could change very easily, guys. It could be where someone's energy jumpstarts your own. Like when you, that phrase, when you least expect it, you're gonna fall in love, or when you least expect it, the right person's gonna come. So it could be that as well, where you might be a little resistant or going back and forth, yet there might be a candidate that's really amazing. Wow, the light just came through. I might have to close the shades, guys. Give me 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. It's very, very early morning when I'm filming this, guys, and the sun was not really out, and now it's blasting at full speed. And that could also be relating to back to your reading, where you might be waiting for that spark, that drive, that excitement to be engaged in this, in someone else's company, especially if you are healing from something in your past. So we're using two animal decks, and Gosh, if you have more than one person that's coming through, let's see out of this energy what animal could we actually I wanted to well, I guess it doesn't matter. I wanted to start with this deck because we're gonna get both animal decks. So maybe it's a good thing I shuffled the other one. But Spirit, with the messages from animal spirit guides, what animal is this person's energy, any message that needs to come through? Who is coming toward pile 2 in love? What specifically? Who specifically, Spirit? Okay, we have the honeybee, bottom of the deck, polar bear. Where do I want to keep this? And then, since I already shuffled, let's get one more. This is the Divine Animal Oracle. And let me adjust the lighting. Sorry, guys. Lighting is a little wishy-washy. Horse, freedom. Oh my God, look at that bright light coming through that threshold. And we're talking about light in the last couple of moments. And a horse, that feels like action. So, and honeybee, bottom of the deck, rhinoceros, moderation. Look at the fire energy, card number 32. Card number 24 is horse. But to go back to the feeling of someone rushing in, that might be a little too much. So it's as though there's moderation that you are going to start incorporating into this process because you might have more than one person coming toward you. A horse does imply action. Now, if it's someone specific, that could be that there might be someone outshining other options. You could have a lot of options. We also have the honeybee. That's such a sweet energy. No pun intended. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. You know, even just releasing the hurt that Three of Swords could bring. And again, with us getting Three of Swords twice, since this deck has two Three of Swords, it's the feeling, and one of them is in the reverse. It's the feeling of you're getting there, and you've gone such a far in your path. And I think what it is that you are healing from could be old pain, old resentment, old hurt feelings, and of course, heartbreak. You know, the fear of not wanting to fall into the same energy. So, compassion and forgiveness could also just be toward yourself, you know, self love, but it could also just be in the process of falling in love and dating and having, you know, a better outlook on the process as opposed to ignoring that it's important for you to put yourself out there, especially if that's what you're feeling. You know, this is a singles reading, and you might be in a point in time where you know what you have to do, but you're not sure if you're ready to do it. But it is saying top priority. So maybe something has to shift in prioritizing what it is that really does need to be healed. And again, moderation is coming through as well. So if you already started dating, that could be what you're looking for. Someone that's not overdoing it, not being excessive, that's coming in with a balance, that's meeting your balance. You know, it's like synergy. Okay. Oh my God, Mooney. Oh my God, guys, Mooney just fell off the window sill for some. I think she fell asleep. Mooney. She's okay. Cats are very agile, don't worry, but she woke herself up, I think. All right. Mooney, are you okay, Mama? You know what's funny? That's what the energy feels like in your reading. It's like you fell asleep on the windowsill and rolled off, and now you're waking up to something. It could be energy. It could be like a reawakening of being single, like what that really actually means, that you are free. You have freedom. The horse energy, you are free to travel and go wherever it is, guys. That's the thing about being single, right? You are not, anchored. And for those of you that still feel a little anchored to old or past energy, I do feel like you are at a place where you are, you know, halfway out the door. But with the horse, it's going to be sooner rather than later. So, place, spirit. Who is coming toward pile two in a significant way? Because I do think it's going to be more than a few people. But what else do we need to hear or see, spirit? With the place oracle deck. What indicators, what place, what could we see for pile two? What do we need to see? Okay. Bustling hub, that came out in pile one, but that just feels as though it could be public. So if you're dating, you might want to pick a public spot. Social, lively activities, cultural melting pot. You could live in a major, it could be very urban, where there is a lot of diversity. It could also just represent the diversity of whoever is coming into your energy field. Okay, so we have bank, we have beach. How do I want to do this? Sorry, guys. We have bank, we have beach, and we have forest cabin. So with Four of Swords, right? Like that's the feeling of seclusion. That could be symbolic. Where you are currently at or where you've recently been. Cozy fireplace, retreat. You could be healing, that feeling of just not really wanting to explore and coming to terms with your own sense of freedom, even though you might be doing it alone, reflecting. And even with this Four of Swords, it's a different depiction than we usually get in other tarot decks, but it's giving more of death vibes, where you might be reflecting on some sort of permanent ending that you just, or at least currently, you are saying goodbye to. Bank feels as though this could be professional. So this could be someone in your professional environment. It could be someone you work with. Also something to do with finance. Beach also is giving, time sensitive. We are, at least in Chicago, it's like the last couple of days of nice, hot weather, I guess you could say. But it's going to be pretty fall coming soon. But some of you might live by a beach or might live by water in general, a body of water. It could also be the vibes of vacation, where you might meet someone on vacation. Take it as it fits, guys. Okay, I want to get into time oracle. As I check the time, we're doing good on time. Gosh, it's so bright. I'm not sure if that's gonna be good or bad for the video, guys. So again, I'm taking it as it's meant to be for the reading, where your light is shining bright and then dimming and then shining and then dimming. It's almost like I said from the get-go. You're coming in and out of this healing. I think it's because you're at the tail end, but you might be having a hard time taking that final initial step of letting go of pain. and really opening up yourself to new and exciting experiences. All right, let's see. Time, Spirit. Who is coming toward pile two? Anything we need to see with time, with our time. Okay. Bottom of the deck, next full moon, which we're about to hit. I mean, I think I'm posting this when we have a new moon eclipse. So, again, time sensitive, but the next full moon might be in a couple of weeks. Could represent a month. All right, it's not too late. 12:05. Not too late. We have April and stop obsessing first. So take that as it fits, guys. If you are wondering if someone specific is going to come back in, they may or may not, but I do feel as though if they do, it's going to be also with others coming towards you as well, where you will have variety, you will have options, because it's never too late to start over. It's never too late to start fresh. I don't care how old you are, guys. Love is love. And then April, that feels like spring energy. Take it as it resonates, guys, as far as time frame. April could also be just significant for some of you in some way. All right. So, gosh, I hope this is making sense. And I want to get into your advice now, because I think some of you might still be in a reflective state where you're not really dating, even though you might be seeing options come up in your reality, your 3D reality. Some of you might be really going through a healing of a breakup. And I think for a lot of you could be very far along in your healing process. Some of you might not be. Again, getting a few messages on that. So, with the angel number, which I thought was, let me show it to you upright, which I thought was appropriate. Any synchronicities, any numbers, any messages, Spirit, for pile two with who is coming toward pile two. Ooh, now that fell on the ground. 1414. Feels like double. Twice. A return. Could be a return. Also says differences, intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Differences. That could be the Three of Swords energy, where you in the past had a lot of differences with someone. And that could be very difficult to release. The feeling of resentment, the feeling of anger, the feeling of conflict with someone that's triggering you. But listen, if this person is no longer in your life, then the question is, why is it still triggering you? Why is it hard for you to release those heavy emotions? And that's for some of you. And I think you're waking up to that, And we've all been there. We've all held on to pain and difficult, challenging emotions, even if it's not good for us, because you have to go through it, guys. You have to transcend it. You can't shove it down. And if you've been trying to shove it down, that's why it's not going away. So it is important for you to, face it. We're getting another, what feels like a double, like 15, 15, 14, 14. This is pile number 2. So that feels like a message. We got 6s at the bottom. Forgiveness, intuition, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, monogamy. That could be what's coming towards you. That could be what you're trying to manifest. Or that could be what's also, for some of you, creating a little fear. Not sure if you're ready for that yet, or if you're ready for that again. Let's get one more. 606, right? Reminds me of Chicago, because if you have a 606 area code, then you live in the city. Um, sorry. And optimism. Look at that conjunction. I think and, yeah, is a coordinating conjunction. So why would it be in front of optimism? Because it's in addition. So love, peace, hope, and optimism, transferring responsibility to others, progress, creativity. Where the Ace of Wands is going to be upright for you. And I do think there's going to be optimism headed your way. It could be a mindset that you are shifting out of. Releasing the yucky energy that you might have been holding on to, especially if there's been anger, resentment, challenges. You don't have to relive that. And you don't have to sit in that energy either, especially if you really are releasing a past person. So 14s might be meaningful for some of you. It says family ties, 1441. Connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties. This could be what you're unraveling. This could be what you're moving on from. All right, guys, this is where we're going to leave your reading. I hope it made sense. Cloudy, as we're ending your reading, Cloud wants to hop on the screen in the very early morning. Either way, and whenever you're coming across this reading, whether it's morning or evening, hopefully these messages resonated, guys, and it made sense and helped you in some way. I really wish the best for you, and I know only good things are to come. So really, it's a state of mind, and it's only when you're truly feeling ready. Don't force it. You'll know when it's time, okay? I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you again. See you later. Bye. Hey everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the opalite stone and or the anime tarot deck, then you're at the right place. So let's talk about it. Who is coming towards you in love? Technically, you are single regardless of what's going on in your romantic, energy, what's surrounding you. We're going to pick up on, who's coming towards you with love, in love. Could be an offer, could be communication, someone that you might be getting serious with. Let's see who's coming through. Now, for those of you that have no one in your energy field, then this could be what we're picking up for the future. Okay. Not sure if I cut the deck, but I'm going to cut it one more time then, just in case. Spirit, thank you so much for coming through. For the energy, as always. Our collective reading for Pile 3. And you receive the best messages. What do we need to see today, Spirit? Of who is coming toward Pile 3 in love. What do we need to see, Spirit? Who's coming toward Pile 3 in love? We have the 5 of Discs popping up as our first card. Ooh. Who's coming toward Pile 3 in love? We have Justice. This is our first major arcana, card number 11, Libra energy. Discs is Earth, so that would be more Taurus. So we have air, we have earth, and oh my gosh, another major arcana, the High Priestess, card number 2, with water, Pisces energy. What's going on? Who is coming toward Pile 3, Spirit? Ace of Discs. Oh, wow. There's going to be some sort of huge offer especially when you're least expecting it. I do think that you've been through some struggles. Five of Cups. Oh, wow. Clarifying the Five of Discs. That makes sense. Been really heartbroken in the past. Ace of Swords coming through. Okay, just checking if you guys could see it. Let's get our last two cards. Spirit, who is coming toward pile 3 in love? The Ten of Wands. And then we have King of Pentacles, our discs, coming with the Seven of Swords. Guys, this is looking really good, believe it or not. The Star in the reversal, especially if you've been really, really hurt in the past, guys. I'm getting the energy of sadness, disappointment. You know, dating, it could have been someone specific, but it could also just be the energy of going through the motions of dating and coming across some good, bad, and ugly energy. That could be for some of you. With the Five of Discs, okay, let me just tell you in a nutshell though, there is someone coming in that when you least expect it, and I feel like you might not even be hoping for it because it feels as though you lost hope. And that's when this person is going to come in and make a huge offer in your direction. And they're going to be upfront, guys. I don't think they're going to hold back. I think this might even scare you at first. So if this sounds like you're reading, I hope that you stick around. But again, to go back to hurt and pain, I think this is where your most recent energy is, or even your current energy for a lot of you, where you might have been dealing with people who have breadcrumbed, who have shown you hot and cold energy, may not have been consistent. They may have you may have been ghosted in the past by someone specific, or with, you know, people in general. You could just be coming through with the same type of energy over and over again, cycling through it. I'm also getting that you may have fallen for someone specifically, or may have gotten your hopes up more than once, and it just was a big fat disappointment. I'm seeing a lot of hurt feelings, a little bit of embarrassment too, like, I should have known better. Why did I do that, or why did I do this? So some of you might have a little bit of regret as well with past action or past people. So that's really heavy, guys. And I I get it, you know, for those of you who could be dating and coming through some disappointments, or those of you that are dealing with someone in their energy that has really not shown up for you. I think what you're doing is you're gaining I should say, of wisdom and clarity. I feel as though you are waking up to the truth, and you're really using logical sense as opposed to, you know, staying in a delusion or illusion of what you may think this person was that really isn't. That could be for some of you, because I feel like with Justice and the Ace of Swords, it's like that clarity that comes through with almost as if you're finding a solution to a heavy problem. You may have been weighing the pros and cons with the Libra energy. You may have been trying to balance, or I would even say temper, some of your emotions so that you could come through in a logical way. We have sword energy as well. It is feeling like the Ace of Swords over here as well. The feeling of just an epiphany, a light bulb going off. Like you are waking up from past energy that could have been really heavy. I also think that some of the energy that you might be waking up to is when I see the High Priestess in the reverse with the Ten of Wands, the sort of energy that comes from ignoring your own intuition, it starts feeling really burdensome when you're following a path that you know is not in flow, where you might be in the past might have forced something or chased something. And I think what you're waking up to as well with clarity, with precise clarity and wisdom, is the feeling that you may have been ignoring your own intuition, and it's creating a complete imbalance energetically within you that might have blocked you from new opportunities, even from a positive mindset. The star in reverse could feel, I'm getting a couple of messages. I'm hearing huge disappointment, something that could have just, it felt like it was going down the right road, and then it could have just taken a complete shift in the opposite direction, or in a direction that wasn't flowing. Also, seen this character with two jugs, or I would say, you could think of it as cups, and even balancing. It's giving a little bit of Libra energy. Now, the star itself is Aquarius, and we have an anchor up in the sky with four stars. It feels as though someone could have lost their confidence and their will to move forward, especially if you've risked things in the past. It feels as though, it's been hard to release and let go of hardships along the way, hardships along the journey. But to get to the Ace of Discs with the King of Discs, someone is coming towards you with this powerful energy. I'm getting someone that has their eyes set on you. This person is very loyal. I'm getting the energy that this person is very secure. And it is a fish. The phrase, there's so many fish in the sea. It's a fish that is huge, that you didn't even know existed. And I do feel like it's going to surprise you. It's going to let down, it's going to tear down your defenses. And whatever disappointment you felt in the past, and even if you're feeling a little bit in a lack of confidence or some sort of worth issues, as again, which could be really heavy if you're getting really toxic energy of hot, cold, breadcrumbing, ghosting. That type of energy is just doesn't feel good. And I think that's kind of where it's left you feeling a little hopeless. Like, is that the energy nowadays? Is that what it is? And you're realizing that no, because someone's coming toward you that is going to change your mind, or at least show you a different path. So let's see. Let's move on to the messages from animal spirit guides, because what animal, and we have two animal decks that I want to see, like, who's coming towards you in love? Who is this person, spirit? Any other detail we could get from this energy? What do we need to see? Okay. Bottom of the deck, boar. Feels very determined, pig-headed, someone that really knows what they want. Again, that is the energy of someone that is setting their eyes on you. Like, look at the determination on this king's face. They're looking straight ahead. They know exactly what they seek in their path, and they're ready to make an offer. Now, whether or not you're ready to receive an offer, that's going to be up to you. All right, we have cat energy, intuition. Look at that. Look at that cat, those cat's eyes. I love black cats. Rest in peace, Midnight. I used to have a black cat. My bubble, my baby. Moon, my current cat, one of my current cats, my girl, she kind of reminds me of Midnight. But we have someone with a mask card number 37, and I feel as though the mask is being unveiled. You are waking up that, and it's going to create something that feels free. We have Emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. So I like that. The energy that this person's coming through with is the feeling where you're going to feel an intuitive, there might be something intuitive guiding you in this person's direction, or you might get an intuitive hit since we do have intuition. And look at all of these cat eyes. Very, very smart and intelligent beings. The whiskers are up, they're like antennas. So I do feel like you might sense that this person might be someone important for you in your life. And it could just be the current energy of what you need right now to wake you up. Whether or not this person and you are going to be in a committed relationship, that is going to be your, you know, choice as well. If whether or not you decide to date this person, and wherever it goes with this person, that's going to be, the new adventure if you allow it to come in. But the energy I'm getting with the emu is that this person is seeking some fun experiences with you. They're coming in with their eyes set on you, but also with the feeling as though they're being transparent, they're being open, and they want to show you a good time. Like, I feel as though they may have an adventurous spirit, even though they are very stable. That might be where they have other qualities in them that make them even better, like, yes, they're stable, but they still have an adventurous side. They could be spontaneous, which is a very rare combo with King of Coins. King of Coins might not be so spontaneous. They might be more organized and planned. But the point I'm trying to make is this person might surprise you. We're also getting Sacred Ibis, which feels, excuse me. Oh my God, it hurt too. My bad, guys. I felt it coming. I felt my sneeze coming. But Sacred Ibis, like, it feels as though I only noticed the first bird, and then when I sneezed, as I was sneezing, I noticed the other bird on top of the door. But it feels as though what you're doing is going through a learning process. And I think what you're learning is what to recognize, like red flags or not, when it comes to people's energy, where you could kind of tell what this person is going to come through with. And I think those are the lessons you may have had to learn with some of your past experiences. I am getting also with card number 22 that you may be really ready to walk through a door and to find your Two of Cups. A red bird could also mean something for some of you. And the message is learning. And again, to go back to the energy of, you may have needed to learn what don't you want, and if you have never learned what you don't want, you're never gonna decipher or learn what it is that is beautiful, that is precious, that is sacred when it comes to people's energy. And you'll be able to discern between the two. So I think this person that's coming through for you is you're gonna feel intuitively for the first time that maybe this is what I've been looking for. Maybe this is the person that is a little different. Now, whether or not this person is your forever person or someone that remains in your good graces is, I guess, the unknown, but that's kind of the exciting part of keeping yourself open to someone who is coming towards you in love. So if you are open to this energy, my suggestion is to see where it goes, because it does look promising despite the fact that you might not feel hopeful right now. Sometimes it happens when you least expect it. You don't have to be 100% healed, and perfect for the perfect match to come in. Like, it doesn't always work like that, right? You just never know. And always, it's always in divine timing, at the perfect timing. So let's see. With place. Okay, we're going to get into place and time oracle cards. Spirit, what do we need to learn about place? Mystic Haven. Ooh. Enchantment, esoteric, magic, intrigue, hidden wisdom. Wisdom again, guys, coming through. This might really feel aligned, this person, whoever this person is. You might feel a spiritual connection in some way. Hang on one second, guys. All right, I had to blow my nose. My allergies. I'm realizing I have pretty much year-round allergies. Okay. And plus the sun is so bright. I'm facing east and it's very early morning. So it's making me feel like I have to sneeze. All right. So what else, Spirit? Place, Mystic Haven. What else could we get, Spirit? Any indicators? Ooh. Haven't gotten that card. Heartbreak place, lost love and grief, memories, or heartbreak. Guys, that's the energy that we got with the Five of Cups and the Five of Discs. And that could be, like I said, we're asking who is coming towards you in love, and we're looking at the place oracle. It could be during a time, which might be the current energy of when you are having some really hard feelings and emotions that you are currently going through. We're also getting cinema. You and this person could go on a date to the movies. I love the movies. I mean, gosh, I would go on a date to the movies. That sounds like a good, you know, quiet moment in a way. And then it gives you something to talk about if you decide to do something after the movie. And it could simply be going for a walk in the neighborhood. It feels like a neighborhood, even though, and it could feel very magical when you're with this person. But again, it could be when you are having some struggles with releasing old emotions. Then it could be specifically toward one person, or it could just be past experiences in general that has left you feeling a little bit heartbroken or a little bit sad or, you know, in a rut when it comes to being hopeful or optimistic about love. And I get that too. And that's hard. That's hard energy. So when someone comes in, when you're in that energy, it could be feeling like, is it the right time? But I would say don't resist. Whatever it is that's currently happening. Lighthouse, almost as though this person's energy could be the light in a swarm of tumultuous storms. Like, look at this storm, and even the sky looks dark and ominous. But there's a guiding light. It's a symbol of hope, watchful sentinel. And again, it could be for some of you that this particular person that's coming towards you is going to feel like a guiding light or the light at the end of a tunnel or at end of the dark time. But it could also just be someone, whether this person is significant for you in your future or not, they're coming in. And it could just be for you to get out of this energy, but it could also be someone that might be important. I really am curious. And always, it's going to be your decision, especially if you're going through. Look at how the sea. Look at that. Like the calm after the storm. And then we have restaurant. So could be dating this person. And I think that's a motorcycle that's coming through the neighborhood. Or a scooter. It doesn't sound too motorcycle-y, but All right, guys, let's get into time. So, okay, now this is where it's going to be interesting because some of you might be completely single and currently in tough energy. So, this person could be coming in your near future, but for those of you that might be dealing with someone currently that you're wondering about, is it time for me? This person seems like a really genuine person, that a really stable person that is offering me commitment, that is offering me something that seems very sacred. Am I ready? Oh my gosh, fall. Now, time sensitive, fall season is upon us, guys. And I believe that's, yeah, in a few days, like officially, the fall equinox is shifting. So take that as it fits, okay? Because again, this is a timeless reading, but it does feel soon. In a few weeks. Oh wow. At night. Guys, have fun. Be excited. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Like, I don't think this person is going to scare you off. If anything, I feel like this person is going to make you feel comfortable. So if this is already producing anxiety, just relax into it. February at the bottom of the deck energy, which could be the end of winter. So fall, winter. So I'm assuming that this could be someone coming in pretty soon. Something might be going on at night. It could be where you guys are dating or date. It could just also be where the communication begins. And wow. Okay. So as we get into your advice with the angel number, now I'm interested if there's any numbers, any synchronicity, spirit, or messages for Pal 3 with this energy. And gosh, if whoever this king of discs is, whether it's male or female, guys, it doesn't matter. It's someone that is just stable, that you could trust, that is making an offer that's actually genuine. So whoever this person is, I'm curious if you're gonna reciprocate. And that could be where, you are starting to gain a little hope. 777, inspired action. We're getting a lot from the high priestess and intuition, and now we're getting inspired action. And I think that's what it boils down to, guys. Using your intuition to take inspired action. Beauty, art, socializing. 3 sevens, which, if we're looking at major arcana, 7 represents the chariot, which is movement, action. And inspired action, especially, feels good. Like, you can't miss it. It's not forced, there's no resistance. And it's just logically and internally the next natural step to do. And that usually is in the form of inspired action where you just feel you have to do something, whether it's text that person or whether it's saying yes to someone. As I hear a fire truck in the far distance honking, that feeling of, you'll know when it's time to make a move. You won't be able to miss it. And if you're not sure what to do, don't do anything. All right, so we have 0550, which is friendship, success, knowledge, friendship, and patience, freedom, optimism. Excuse me, guys. So that might not be a bad place to start with this energy coming towards you, this person, maybe building a friendship, a safety net of feeling like a bond that's growing between you without taking it to the next stage, because that could really produce some anxiety and some fear. So especially if you're healing from old wounds. It could also be this person that is going to help you heal in a way as well through friendship and feeling good about building this type of connection with this person. Okay? Divine timing, threes, realistic and practical approach and goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation. And that's what it feels like, guys. It feels like everything's going to happen in divine timing. So if you're not ready, don't force it. Don't force it to fit. I'm also getting that this person is the type of person that, since they're so directed in your direction, they're the type of person that would wait, that would give you space or give you time. I'm getting, and they might be satisfied with a a consistent layer of building a friendship between the both of you, where both of you could be honest, and this could be something that you may talk about. Like, I've had a lot of tough experiences, so right now I'm like not feeling ready or hopeful. And you never know, this person could surprise you, and that could make you in turn feel more safe. So take it as it fits, guys. Again, it's always your choice, and you don't have to force yourself to do anything unless it feels inspired, aligned, and divinely guided. You'll know when you know. Okay? That being said, I hope this helped. I hope it gave you some hope, and I love you guys so much, and I hope I see you again. See you later.